Hello friends, magandang araw po. Today, I would like to share something about how to preserve a stamp by way of mounting it or either by way of preserving it and placing it in a stamp album. In this case, like for example, you have a stamp that is not yet placed in an OPP cellophane. We call it OPP because this type of cellophane is the only cellophane that fits for preserving the stamp as they contain no acid. Acid-free ang OPP ng cellophane, no? So this is what we use in preserving your stamps. So we have here an example of stamps that we are going to preserve. We are going to mount the Catriona Gray stamps. We also have samples of our shells. So why do we need to preserve the stamps? In most cases, when the collector happens to touch this one, so the fingerprints, the oils, the moisture, the water, or the dirt will come in contact with the face of the stamp, and it will decrease the value of the stamp. So we have to place it in a safe place, like for example placing it in the OPP cellophane and mounting it. And some other collectors also have their stamp album where they preserve the stamps. In this case, we have the first naka cellophane naman siya. In this case, we have the first layer and then another layer and then the final touch. So, three layers of colored mounting or the colored backdrop, so that when it is placed in the, or like for example, when you place it in a colored background, you will see clearly how the stamp would look when it is already mounted. So how collecting of stamps gives you a lot of good things to happen. Like for example, you will get return of investment because when the stamp here, the amount of stamp here is 1 peso or 12 pesos. That 12 pesos will add zero every time. So the 12 pesos becomes 120 plus another 0, 1,200, 12,000, 120,000, 1.2 million. So that is how the return of investment will happen if you collect stamps. There are also a lot of collectors in the world who will always look for the missing stamps in their collection. If ever there are issuances for the whole year, for example, flora, the flowers or the plants, or fauna, the animals, or whatever, collectors would always see to it that they have a complete set of those issued for the whole year. So every time a collector would miss one stamp, and then you have that stamp, then they have the tendency to buy it from you for a certain amount that it depends on your option on how much do you sell your collection. So that's it. So this hobby is the oldest as well. Stamp collecting is oldest as well. And this will also bring a lot of friends because all around the world there are millions of stamp collectors waiting for the new issuances and then waiting for collections from you, or they want to exchange it with you. So only here at PhilPost, when you send, we deliver. God bless. Thank you, everyone.